Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in all of the Mod 6 to the sky with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now if you're following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we started on the Ex Nihilo tab, finishing off all the Cobble Gens quest. We did that by creating ourselves a pedestal upgrade of the cobblestone generator upgrade. So the reason we didn't do that one originally is to make this pedestal upgrade base, we needed a linking tool, which required a diamond. We didn't have a diamond yet. We do have a diamond now. That is how we were able to complete that one. We used that upgrade to craft ourselves a cobblestone generator pedestal. You can see it right here behind me. By placing a nether brick underneath it, we have converted it into a netherrack generator. So instead of generating cobblestone, it is generating netherrack for us. We're going to take that netherrack and we're going to go crush it down into crushed netherrack, run it through our sifters back there and get ourselves some nether scraps. We're going to turn those nether scraps into nether ingots and make ourselves a nether mesh. But before we do that, the problem I come into is that to make the pedestal crusher, we actually need a fuel source. Now the crusher upgrade can use any fuel that you can run through a furnace. I've got a lot of coal that's coming out of my regular sifters back there, but I don't want to use that. We are using the pedestal mod. I want to kind of explore and, play around with this a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and jump over to the pedestals page over here. You can see there's a bunch of different things we can do with the pedestal. Right now, these first three here, these are just clickers. These just sort of open up the paths. So farming type upgrades, we're just going to go click there. Transport type upgrades, we're going to click that one. And then finally, the transformation type upgrades, we're going to click that. To get a sustainable fuel source in our world using the pedestal mods, what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the tree feller or feeler quest here. And we're going to craft ourselves a auto tree farm. We can then convert that wood into charcoal and then use that charcoal to power our pedestals. To start, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to build ourselves some more pedestals in our world. I've come up with a very, very simple tree farm using the pedestals. It's going to take 7 pedestals total. To make a pedestal from the pedestal mod, we are going to need 4 stone blocks, 2 stone slabs, and a linking tool. Now, we made this linking tool last time. It is basically made using a diamond, a stick, and then a red dye, a green dye, and a blue dye. Don't forget to bring out your linking tool with you. Otherwise, you're going to leave it behind in your crafting table and, you're going to be wondering what you did with it. Now, we are also going to need ourselves some blank upgrades. To make a blank upgrade, it is an ingot of gold and that linking tool in the crafting station. Again, we're going to need 1 upgrade per pedestal. So the first step in setting up an automatic tree farm is to set up an automatic planter. Now, the pedestal mod does have a planter upgrade. This is for seeds only, at least as far as I can tell, it is for seeds only. What we want to do is we want to craft ourselves a block placer upgrade. To make a block placer upgrade, we're first going to need to make ourselves a dispenser. There's a couple of different modded recipes, but simply it is 7 cobble, 1 bow, and 1 redstone dust. Now, if we take that dispenser and one of the blank upgrades, we get ourselves a block placer upgrade. This is exactly what we want. Now, if we come over to this little area over here, I've got it set up to be our automatic tree farm. Now, if we take a look at the tooltip for the pedestal upgrade, if we hit the use button, there's a little information tab in here, and it takes items from the inventory. Now, the inventory here is the actual pedestal's inventory, and places them below the pedestal if they can be placed. Range makes us place blocks further below the pedestal. That range they're talking about is an enchantment. We'll be worrying about that one a little bit in the future. So if I was to place a block down here, place the pedestal on top, break this block. Now, pedestals have a top and a bottom, something to be mindful of. If we take this pedestal block placer upgrade in our offhand, the only way to add these upgrades to pedestals is using your offhand. Right click, there you go, we've now made a block placer. If we take this wood block, put it in there, it's going to put that block there. That's not what we want though. We wanted to do it with saplings. So I've got a couple of saplings here. We place it. There you go. It's planted the sapling. The problem is that sapling is not going to grow because we've got a pedestal on top of it. So this is not the setup that we want to use. What we want to do is we want to place that block of wood down here again. We're going to come back. We're going to place the pedestal facing the block that's above our block of dirt. And we're going to place this pedestal sideways. So again, it's got a very noticeable top and bottom. The top is the smaller side, the bottom is the bigger side. If we go break that block, take our pedestal upgrade in our offhand, place it in there, and then once again, we go feed it with a sapling. It's now placing that sapling on a block with a lot of air above it so that sapling can grow into a tree. We can now go twerk, twerk, twerk. The sapling's shy. We'll just hide it right there. There we go. All right. So now I'm actually kind of trapped in here. Okay, so we now have ourselves a tree. We could chop that tree down ourselves, but of course we're trying to make this automatic. What we can craft ourselves is a tree chopper upgrade. To do that, we are first going to need a diamond axe. I'm actually going to build 2 tree upgrades here. We're going to take 1 diamond axe, 2 diamond axe, then we're going to go 1, 2 bases in our crafting station to create 1 pedestal chopper upgrade and then another pedestal tree chopper upgrade. Some of these are really awkwardly named, but these are the upgrades we use to chop down trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to once again place a pedestal down. Again, top and bottom do make a difference here. This pedestal will chop on its level and then up 5 blocks. This is just the base area here. So effective area is 5 by 7 by 5. So actually it looks like it chops 7 blocks up. So once again, we're going to go place that in our offhand, right click it. And if we step back, you can see it is already chopping down that tree. Now we're just going to let it go. We're going to let it finish off its chopping bit here, and then we'll be right back. All right, so there you go. We can see we got a bunch of stuff out of our chopper. What we got there was a very, very simple tree. It was just a regular, I think it was like 5 blocks high tree. What happens if we get a tree that's a bigger one? You know, because they do happen. Some of these really, really big trees. You can enchant these upgrades. I don't have an enchanting area set up now, so I can't show it off, but the enchantments will give you extra area and extra length and extra, bonus type stuff for these pedestal mods. The other way we can do is we can just place another pedestal. So we know it's going to go about 5 blocks up. So actually, I think it's about 7 blocks up. So we got 1 block. Oh, we got to place it like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to place it right here. And then we're going to go take that other pedestal mod. We're going to go place that in there. And we're nudge down. And then we're going to just go work our way back down. All right, so we've now got a second chopper up top. So this is sort of a little bit of a hack if you don't have the resources to upgrade these to a higher level or a wider area. But this will work, in a pinch. So we've now got our auto chopper going on. So if we go feed another sapling in here, we got it planted right away, and then we go twerk, twerk, twerk. I find these ones are really shy. I don't know what it is. This one's particularly shy. There we go. Oh, yeah, and I'm flying. All right, so it is chopping away. I'm stuck under the tree. That is okay. Where to go? There. So there's our automatic chopping. We are now getting a whole bunch of drops here, and we definitely want to be able to pick up these things automatically. To do that, what we need to do is craft ourselves a magnetic upgrade. So to make a magnetic upgrade, it is one of those blank pedestal upgrade bases, a block of iron, and a block of redstone. That gets us an item magnet upgrade. Now, you may have been wondering why I placed this block of dirt up, floating up above rather than making it level with our world. The reason is that, like all these pedestals, they have an area that if the tree is growing up the center, most of my drops are going to be straight down. So I want this to be in the center, especially because I can't upgrade it. If I had an option to upgrade it, I could probably put it off to the side and still get a good area. But right now, this upgrade only does a 3 by 3 by 3 area, which is very, very small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the pedestal underneath the block of dirt. We're going to go take our magnetic upgrade. We're going to put in our offhand, right click. There you go. You see it is starting to pick up all the blocks of wood, but it's not picking up the sticks. That is because this pedestal can only hold one item at a time. To make this more efficient, what we got to do is we got to separate the items in here out into other storages. To do that, what we're going to need to craft ourselves is a export upgrade. To make an export upgrade, we first got to make ourselves an import upgrade. To make an import upgrade, it is a pedestal upgrade base and a hopper. So we've just made 3 of these because I know that tree is going to drop sticks, it's going to drop wood, and it's going to drop apples. Now, I haven't actually picked up any apples yet, which is a little bit odd. Saplings are a 4th thing it drops, but we're actually going to handle those ones a little bit differently. To make an export upgrade, we got to run the import upgrades through a crafting station. That converts them to export upgrades. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Let's go. I didn't get lucky and get a apple though, did I? All right, let's go get another tree here. Hopefully we can get an apple. I need an apple as a base standard to set this whole thing up. So if I don't have an apple, then we've got a little bit of a problem. There we go. That's what we've been waiting for, is an apple. That's perfect. All right, let me go sleep really quickly here, and then we'll continue on. All right, so we've now got a pedestal here. This pedestal, if we click on it, it's got 7 logs in it. We need to get the logs from this pedestal over to an alternate storage area so that pedestal can pick up the sticks, so it can pick up the saplings, so it can pick up the apples, and then it can do the same things with those. So what we want to do is we want to use the pedestal upgrades for that. So if we go place these in our offhands, we can turn these 3 pedestals into export pedestals. To me, it's more of an import, but what it's doing is it's exporting the items out of our magnetic pedestal and putting them into a storage down below. So, for example, if we were to take this wood, we could go right-click the wood. It's going to take it from the pedestal. It's going to put it into this chest down below. Same thing with the sticks, and then we'll do the same thing with the apples. Now, this is a very manual way of doing this. We want to automate this, but before we can do that, what we want to make sure is that these are set up just to take the items that are in the chests below. Because right now, I could take anything that goes into this pedestal and it's going to put it down here. We do not want that. We want to keep this very, very nice, very, very clean. So what we can do is we can build ourselves a filter. To make a filter, we are first going to need to craft ourselves an upgrade tool. To make an upgrade tool is very similar to what we did for the linking tool. It is a gold ingot, this time instead of a diamond, a stick, a red dye, a green dye, and a blue dye. That gets us our upgrade tool. Now, the upgrade tool is very, very useful in and of itself, but it's not what we need. We need to shift, right-click this. It has now changed itself into a tool swapper. Again, not what we are looking for. We're going to go one more time, shift, right-click it. It is now a filter swapper. To make ourselves a base filter, what we're going to do is we're going to take the filter swapper and put it in a crafting table surrounded by sticks. I want 3 of these. These are going to be 3 blank whitelist filters. Make sure I take my filter swapper out of there. I'm going to lose it. Now, these filters in and of themselves do not do anything. We've got to tell it what type of filter to be. There's a whole bunch of different things we can do with this. What we want to do, though, is craft it into a item whitelist. So to make a item filter, what we need to do is make ourselves some wool. So I've got 4 string in a crafting table, make ourselves 3 wool. We're then again going to add those 3 wools to that filter. That gets us our filter item, and it is a whitelist filter. Now, the difference between a whitelist filter and a blacklist filter is a whitelist filter will only allow through items that match the filter. A blacklist filter will only exclude items that match the filter. So really, depending on your setup, you can do these things in a bunch of different ways. Now, in and of themselves, these filters will not do anything. They are empty whitelist filters. If I was to apply them to one of these pedestals, basically, there would be nothing on them. They cannot filter anything. We do not want that. Did I lose that? No, there we go. What we got to do is we got to program these filters. The way to program them is we're going to go shift, right click on the inventory, and the whitelist is going to match what's in this inventory. So we've got oak logs in this inventory. Shift, right click. This filter is now programmed to oak logs. We can go apply it to that pedestal. This inventory here, we've got sticks. Shift, right click. The filter's now programmed to sticks. We can go put that on there. And then once again, we've got apples in this one. So shift, right click. that is now programmed to apples, we can apply it to that pedestal. So as we did before, we had some planks. We go put those planks in here. See, it's not even letting me put it into the pedestal because that pedestal is saying, hey, I can't use those. So we've now got a good storage for all of the items that's going to come out of our wood farm. What we need to do is we need to link the pedestals together. To do that, we are going to go need our linking tool. This is the one that we built last time. And you may think that it might make the most sense to link the magnet to the output. What we're going to do is we're going to do this backwards though. We want to link this output to the magnet. So we're going to go shift, right click onto the pedestal that we want to import items to. And then we're going to go shift, right click on the pedestal that we want it to export items to. You can see it is taking those items. You see the wood's up there and it is pushing it into this chest. We're going to do the same thing with the sticks, shift, right click. And then we're going to do the same thing with the apples, shift, right click. And before we forget, we're going to do the same thing with our saplings up here. So shift, right click. Now we should prime this just so we don't, have a problem with it throwing something different up there. So I've got extra saplings in there. It knows that this is just a sapling pedestal. So anytime we get a sapling in here, it's going to get pushed up there. Anytime we get a wood block, it's going to get pushed from there. Sticks, apples, all going to go like that. So let's go and twerk ourselves up another tree. Oh, that was a quick one. There we go. So let's just watch really, really quickly and we'll see how things go. All right, there you go. So there was a bunch of drops. You can see some of the saplings drop a little bit further away because they're, based on leaves. The wood is dropping straight down. That's the most important thing. That's what we need the most of. But you can see we've got 14 wood in there now. I did see another apple drop. That's good. 27 sticks. I can't remember how many we had before, but we did have quite a few of them, but that is, quite a bit better. So this is now a fully functional automated farm. There are other pedestals. You can get a fertilizer pedestal that will, basically help grow stuff up. There's definitely a few other ways that we could tweak this, but as a simple, very, very starter, basic wood farm, I think this one works really, really good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. What we can do is we can go back to our quest book, and there you go. There is our tree feller or feeler. And there we go. We've got that upgrade, or we got that quest that is perfect. And actually, I'm missing a quest. Oh, on the tech page, I forgot. Last time, because we built ourselves the linking tool, the pedestal upgrade base, and the pedestal, we actually got a reward of eight coal blocks, which is good. And we could use these to power our grinder, but it's not a unlimited source. What we've got now is an unlimited source of wood, or at least a regenerating source of wood, and we can go turn that wood into other fuels to, power some other machines. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there'll be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. Also, I have been streaming on Twitch, JackelWolf77. I stream Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So if you're looking for a chance to chat with me, that would be a great opportunity to do so. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Good.